Okay guys, as you can see, a little more part work on the cylinder head here. And got my different tools out now. These tools allow me to get in there a little finer, allow me to really work and allow the flow to really, or allow the port to really flow wonderfully and not have any hiccups, any bumps, anything funny. The port will be nice and smooth all the way down. It'll have my little golf ball ripple in it on the intake side. On the exhaust side, I just want it to be nice and clean, flow right out. As you see, I got my headlight on so I can really see down in there. Got everything pulled apart up here now. As you see here, let me turn my light on. Ports are looking out real good. It's upside down, so as you can tell, working on the top there, which essentially is the roof. Got to raise the roof. So once we raise that up, imagine the exhaust flow, my nice dirty hand, the exhaust flow will come down and out and will come out here. And as it flows out, the more it has to hit in here. Let me turn it around so you guys can see. As it transfers down and out, that has to flow real nice and has to blend well from the cup underneath the valve into the port where it goes out into the turbo. The better that blends, the less heat you'll build up in the cylinder head here. I'm not really worried about how big the port is or how the exact dynamics of it, because the turbo takes care of that. Turn that off. The boost is not naturally aspirated. It's not just going to happily flow through. The boost is wicked. It's going to find its way through and be done. That's how that works. So, as long as I keep things flowing, it will keep the exhaust gas at a cooler temperature, which is good coming out of the head. I don't want it to melt my cylinder head or my exhaust valves or my turbo, but I want it to stay nice and hot so that it does spin up the turbo. Once again, the turbo relies on heat to be able to spin up, so we want the heat working, but that's how that's gonna help for sure. And as you see, I got a couple of the intake ports worked out here now. Turn my light back on. So you can see there, just kind of opening up the cup, making things flow real nice once again. And where it leads down into the port, essentially where it leads down into the port, let me see if I can get my light going there. It's kind of hard to see, you guys, but where that is down there, the better that can blend together and not have any funny business, the better off it's going to be. And once again with Honda, their intake side is wonderful. You don't really have to do a whole lot there. It's really just blending and smoothing and making the ports bigger just so that they can flow more air. And as you can see in this one down here I need to work on, you can see where they machine into the port from the factory, but then they just stop. Where it blends up into the valve, up into the guide, there's nothing there. They didn't do that. That's where we need to take care of that. As you can see, there's a big dip right there. Let me see if I can show you guys. Yeah, it's kind of hard to get down in there and see. That's a big dip right there and a big hump right behind it. See the big dip and the big hump? That's from the factory. The more that you can blend that together, the better off it's going to be. And that's what I've started doing down here. Just trying to figure out where I need to take metal out, where I can cut. Which on these cylinder heads, it's a lot. I'll show you guys a picture here in the end of a cutaway of a cylinder head that I've looked at many times and just to figure stuff out. See, now you can see here now it's correct side up. Raise that roof. They're going to flow like no tomorrow. And getting this exhaust side to flow with the turbo, that is the biggie, guys. I know on the other way around with naturally aspirated, get that intake side to flow wonderfully and it'll work better. With the turbo, it's kind of the other way around. So once again, open these exhaust ports up, make them the exact match to the manifold that flows into the turbo. It's going to flow like no tomorrow. It's going to sing a happy little turbo tune, make little happy noises, and life's going to be good. Life's going to be real good. Especially once we get a big rocking camshaft up in here. I'm thinking possibly a CX11 or a custom grind from it's a stock camshaft that was hard welded and custom ground. So we will see. My tools here. Little carbide bits. Beautiful little bits. Worked absolutely wonderful. You barely touch the metal and it just rips it right out. Same thing here, just a little different profile. This one digs a little harder. This one doesn't. This one eases into it a little better. So I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to do a little more work on this exhaust side and the intake side. Here we go.
Just groove. A little more. Just groove out. Just groove out. Just groove out. Just groove out.
Okay, guys, here we go. These things are looking wonderful now. Absolutely wonderful. You can see now that big spot down there in the bottom is pretty much gone now. There's just a little hump there now, but the air will flow in and around it much better. Much, much better. Same thing over here. Oh, look at that one. Looking just delicious. Yep, that's going to flow like no tomorrow, guys. Ooh-wee. Yeah. Looks like maybe a little more work on this end one down here. But otherwise, we're looking good here on the intake side. Let's flip her around here and see the exhaust side. Oh, yeah. Look at that baby. That's gonna flow. Oh, yeah. See, really taper those sides in around the casting where the valve guide is. That's what really helps the most. Helps cool this exhaust side. Helps that hot air really flow out and not hang up and cause a bunch of heat. When it hangs out, that's what causes the heat. And that's what makes turbos unhappy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Looking real good, guys. Looking real good. Now you see it's upside down. This is the roof. This is the top here. So that's the roof. Done raised the roof. We're going to calm them fires. Put that fire out. Calm it down. Yeah. Looking real good, guys. Okay. Cylinder head is looking awesome. Now it's gonna go out to my buddy, get cleaned up. Once it gets cleaned up, I'll come in there and give everything a final finishing, a good polishing on the exhaust side. Intake side will still be okay. Looking good, guys. Looking real good. More to come. Like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for everything. Feel free to comment, too. Any help is good help. Any advice is good advice. Or I will try and take it that way. I'll do my best. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching.